Let's go. Man. Everything is looking good. We done came a long way. We deserve this.
So we finally have the front complete. Man, that is a breath of fresh air. And the front's not going to be irrigated in the ground. Irrigation will be above ground, as you can see. And then the back, man, the back it's come a far, far way. We've had some pretty good rain. So with that rain, I just want to roll everything nice and even one more again, especially where the trench areas are, where the in-ground irrigation is, you could use it. So I just want to smooth that out, and then we're going to put a couple more loads of soil to make sure these surfaces are as smooth as possible before I start real mowing in the back. I'll be using the Hudson Star on the backyard. Yeah, real mowing for the first time. Should be good stuff. But now in the meantime, unfortunately, and I say unfortunate because it's a pain in the butt, we got more sifting to do. This sifter, the Gorilla Cart, and these gloves from Youngstown, I love these gloves. They have definitely earned their pay around here. So let's go ahead and finish knocking this out, and then show you what the backyard looks like and the steps I take to go ahead and get the yard ready for its final stage for this full renovation. Let's get it. So this is a good time to talk about the choice of tools I choose to use when I was doing this project. One of them being this landscape rake. I really like using this landscape rake over the Landsea leveling tool that I have, the lawn leveling tool, because I think the lawn leveling tool is more designed to work in material in an established piece of turf already. My job, me leveling this out, adding layers on top of each other, making sure I smooth the areas out, I just found that the landscape tool worked way better in these circumstances. So shout out to Cam over at Elevated Lawnscapes for giving me this tip. He said, Turf, make sure that you go ahead and put a little bit of extra soil on top of where your sprinkler heads are going to be. The reason why is because they settle out quite a bit, and when they settle, you'll have these gaps there. And with me real mowing, I want this to be as pleasant as possible, so to have my heads level with the ground, if not under the ground slightly, is ideal. You'll see a good example of this on my side plot, because here in the backyard, I'm probably on my third level of layer of soil that I've been laying down. And now, the only thing left to do is to roll it in. I'll be honest. I've done plenty of overseas with and without peat moss. And I stopped using peat moss because it is a pain in the butt to deal with. But with the Landsy spreader, it makes throwing out peat moss kind of fun. Let me show you. Now, not only did the Landsy compost and peat moss spreader make light work of that application, look how much junk it kept from going out on my lawn. Oh boy. Well, all the hard parts are done. The only thing I got left to do now is a side plot. Quite a bit of work still to do over there. But now we just gotta water it in and make sure she stays moist. And for the most part, that's exactly what we did. So using peat moss, I'm a real big fan of because it was really easy for me to maintain that moisture throughout waiting for the germination. That literally happened 5 days after I put the seed out. I threw the seed down on May 2nd and May 7th, I had uniform germination throughout the entirety of the yard, which is another reason why I love peat moss, is because it hid it from the birds, so to speak, and it held it in place. It was really easy for me to maintain that moisture, and it was really easy for me to tell when I had too much moisture. So, special win to peat moss for full renovation. Now, I didn't show you anything that I did with the side plot, but the side plot got knocked out 5 days later, the same day I had germination on the front and on the back. And look where it is now. Who could complain with that, right? I'm not even 30 days old on this lawn, and it already is a brand new stand of turf. Now, I do have some weed pressure in there. I got a little bit of wild strawberry and this daggone thistle that is bugging me out. And I would just hit it with triclopyr, but I'm in Germany, so yeah. But all things considered, when I look to my left and I look to my right, I'm really happy with this in-state product that I have today. Now, some things I didn't really go over during up until this point, which is what I went down with when I put the seed out. Now, no, I didn't use any starter fertilizer at all when I put the seed out. And the main reason behind that is because I do a lot of gardening, and very rarely, if ever, do I use a starter fert on the seeds that I'm dropping for my garden that I'm going to eat. So I figured the seed in itself has enough energy stored in it to get through the germination process itself. Furthermore, I did a soil test on the front, back, and the side plot, and what I found was there's more than adequate amounts of phosphorus that already exists in the soil. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not going to need any help, but that let me know that I could probably just forego the skip of putting starter fertilizer down when I do my renovation, which is what I did. I waited a good 2 weeks before I put any fertilizer down. And when I finally went out with fertilizer, my poison of choice was Bloomplex. I went out with Bloomplex at 1/8 of a pound of nitrogen every other week, leading up until this week, which now I'm switching over to the ammonium sulfate. Another product that I went down with bi-weekly was the Cytogrow. I hit it with Cytogrow, which helps with tillering, and it helps with that root development as well. Those are two products from Ecologel that I really truly believe in, and if you're interested in it, go check it out. I'm sure that you'll have just as much success as I did. The other product that I used when I put the seed out was Hydrotain. Now, Hydrotain is known as a moisture management tool. You use it to make sure that you're getting water in the adequate portions of the root zone material of your turf. Now, here I used it to accelerate the germination of my seed. And I do think that it accelerated the germination of my seed, no doubt, but it's kind of hard to tell since I was dealing with perennial rye. Outside of that, I would still recommend that you use that as a germination acceleration tool because the uniform germination that I received, I would have to admit that I feel very strongly that the Hydrotain contributed to that as well. Another product that I went out with was my go-to from Simple Lawn Solutions, which is Soil Hume, a very, very high quality soil conditioner that after what all that soil had been through, I mean, I sifted 8 tons of soil, people. After I did all of that, I felt like it was only right to give that soil a little extra hand in being conditioned before I prepared it for being mowed to this day. Now, so far I've been very happy with the results of not only the seed that I chose, the tools that I chose to use, and the mower that I have. This Hudson Star Greens mower is phenomenal. And I mean, let's be honest, it's something nostalgic about taking it old school, right? But coming up in the next 30 days is the roughest point of time in Germany during the lawn care season. And some things that I'll be using moving forward is, like I said, the ammonium sulfate. I'll also be using BioMP 532 from Ecologel. And I'll be doing bi-weekly feedings of Cytogro in the silica as well. The silica I've already started using, and I've seen great results from that as well here on the turf. And yeah, that pretty much wraps this up. I'll bring you guys back for the next one in a little while. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.